welcome back to Online Connect, where we come to talk, learn, and laugh. On this week's episode, we'll be talking about generosity.
We want to talk about generosity today, and while we are at it, we want to find out what generosity means to all of us, and how easy it is for us to be generous, and also when we are giving, do we expect to be returned for the favor, and the different types of generosity we have. So we'll start off by going around and asking everyone about their experiences with generosity and how easy it is for each of them.
Generosity to me is giving without expecting anything in return. So for me as an individual, I usually give freely most of the time, but it has a but to me. So I usually give in scenarios where I feel like the person receiving is in need of my generosity.
Generosity means love. If you're able to share, it means that it's coming from a point where you actually appreciate the person and you're willing to actually help the person to solve whatever issue they're going through or why they need your help. And I believe I'm a generous person with my time, with my love, with my material things, and yeah, I'm a giver.
For me, I think generosity is the habit of giving freely and frequently without expecting something in return. So I think generosity has many branches. You can be generous with your time, with your resources, material resources. You can be generous with your talents. You know, the people who go and volunteer, like to go dance for people, or do like you're generous with your skills and stuff like that. So I think there's no really fine line between whether you should be able to expect something back if you're being generous, but I also think it depends on the dynamic that you are in. You know, if it's emotional generosity or, you know, material generosity, it also depends on the dynamic that you are in. So yeah, that's what I think.
For me, I'd say generosity is when you're part of something greater than yourself and you want to make a difference in somebody else's life, and you want to be there for them in different ways that everyone has talked about. And we know even from the Bible in Proverbs 11:25, a generous person always receives when they give. Like more is added unto them. He's refreshed when he refreshes others. So I think it's something we should all try to do. As much as it could be discomforting because you're thinking, hey, and what about me when I'm lacking? Is there anyone to give me when I'm lacking? So why shouldn't I store what I have for the future? Yeah.
In terms of giving generously, most of the time I don't expect anything in return. The Bible reminds us that we do unto others what they want. We do unto others what we want to be done unto us. So basically, in terms of giving, I believe that it should always come from the heart and not from a point of like you expect someone, like ukipatiana pesa unexpect like akurudishia a percentage, or if you give them food you expect also them to give you back. It should come from a point of giving you generously so that you can also be able to give someone else generously. Yeah.
I generally feel that generosity also comes into play when you start believing that you have to get something in return. Like you should give the amount that your heart and also financially you're willing to not get back. Sometimes you realize you end up expecting things to come back when you overgive beyond your means. I don't know if this makes sense, but give something that even if you weren't going to get it back, if it's financially, if it's even emotionally, if you're going to give it, you don't expect it to come back, and you're fine with it not coming back.
On the point of whether I usually expect in return after giving, I think it also depends on the type of giving and also the type of giving, the kind of person you've given to and all that. But according to the Bible, it says God loves a cheerful giver. So I think if it's not coming from your heart, it's not generosity. You're not cheerful about it. So I don't think we should really give while thinking of what you'll get in return. But if you've given from your heart, cheerfully, I think that's how it's supposed to be. You just give because your main purpose is giving to this person to be able to help them, not giving them so that you help them until now when they're okay, they'll help you back. No, you're giving them cheerfully in order to assist them from your heart. So if you're giving and thinking of how will this person be able also to help me, that's not cheerful giving.
In terms of like giving and expecting something in return, I don't necessarily think you should have an expectation to receive, because if you're giving from a clean heart, from an open heart, from a kind heart, from a loving heart, you should just give to help the person, to help another person if he or she can. I mean, it's always a cycle. Giving is a cycle, so that you help each other to help other people. And also, Jesus was giving out with no intentions of expecting anything in return, because he came from a point of love, sympathy, empathy. And I mean, if we want the good of other people, we shouldn't like also demand returns, expectations, what you get. And I feel like if you're giving, don't even give with an intention of getting anything in return, because what if the person doesn't give you back? You know, you have anger towards the person, you even start talking ill. I mean, you can also tarnish someone's name to other people, and that person has not done anything else to the other people. So if you're giving, just give. Imagine God sees you, He will bless you, you know, and don't force issues with anyone. And also, if you don't get it back, we move regardless, you know. Come on in, so you will get more tomorrow, you know. Life goes on. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. We look forward to you sharing, liking and subscribing. Don't forget to tune in next week and watch our lovely videos coming up. Bye.